What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this edition of Sharp Shorts. I'm not Sharp Shorts, Jesus Christ. TSR Sports Talk, rather. Gentlemen, the XFL is absolutely back. Vince McMahon added, or he just announced today, that the XFL is coming back in 2020. For those of us who are old enough to remember the XFL from back in the shout out to Razor Edge, quadruple 8 for being in the chat as I changed. There we go. The XFL is back. I got my screen. Listen, I had to throw this together. I've actually got somewhere to be here at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, so I'm a little bit disheveled here. But dude, yo, you guys are already hitting me. Listen, Vince McMahon just a few hours ago announced that the XFL is going to be relaunching in 2020. And again, for those of us who are old enough to remember the XFL came out, launched in 2001. I was 21, 22 years old. It was a fucking blast, right? Of course, it folded in 1 year because the world, America wasn't quite ready for the XFL. You know, it was, and again, Karan Smith showing his age. Google the XFL. Actually, you guys should watch the ESPN 30 for 30. This was the XFL, and that was sort of a play on words because the very first game, which was held in Las Vegas, was called Vince McMahon comes out and he's giving the announcement. He says, "This is the XFL." And dude, me and my homeboys, we couldn't wait. My team at the time was the New York, New Jersey Hitmen. But of course now, it looks like there are going to be 8 teams. My thoughts are all over the place, guys, so please stay with me. I've got limited time here, but let me just go ahead and organize my thoughts here. So the XFL is coming back in 2020. There's probably he just announced that there are going to be 8 teams to play a 10-week season, which will all culminate in, I think he said like a 4 or a 6 team playoff, like 1 semifinal match and then 1 game at the end. And he said that this is going to be, the league is going to start, the season is going to start end of January, early February. So right around the time of the NFL conference championship games to maybe coincide with the Super Bowl and take advantage of that inertia that the NFL has and hopefully bring in, some of that NFL audience. Here's why I believe, I believe that the XFL is a threat to the NFL, but let me go ahead and start by saying this. The XFL is never going to usurp the NFL. The NFL is the machine. Yes, ratings are down, but it's not going anywhere. People in this country love... Guys, I'm an Eagles fan. Dude, the city of Philadelphia is going fucking crazy because the Eagles are in the Super Bowl. The NFL is not going anywhere, okay? But the reason why the XFL is going to be a threat to the NFL, and somebody just pointed it out, is the ratings are down. And why are ratings down? Is because of these bullshit national anthem protests, social issues, the feminist agenda, etc., etc. Listen, guys are sick and tired of this shit. Listen, I'm never going to stop watching the NFL, right? But taking in all of the extra bullshit that comes along with it, the feminists have managed to get their foothold in the door and have quite literally social justice warrior. Yeah, Fly Guy says social justice warrior stuff has made the NFL vulture to the conservative base. This is the thing, man. Guys are tired of this shit. No matter what men say out loud, they are sick and tired of domestic violence and rape culture. We are sick and fucking tired of that shit. We're fucking sick and tired of hearing it. We're sick and tired of seeing pink uniforms in October to celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Dude, fuck Breast Cancer Awareness Month. What about Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, which is in September? Do you see guys wearing light blue uniforms, light blue gear? Fuck no, because women are so fucking valuable, right? No, we got guys, grown fucking men, 250-pound motherfuckers wearing pink headbands and pink. No, we don't need, listen. And again, I guess acknowledging Breast Cancer Awareness Month is fine, but it has literally taken over the NFL. The NFL has become a feminist league, right? So the ratings are down because of protests, the social media. The fucking media is just out of control with the social justice warrior shit. Dude, you had Jamel Hill and her stupid ass telling people to boycott the Cowboys and go after advertisers because her stupid ass can't keep her fucking mouth shut. It is unbelievable. Vince McMahon sees an opening. He saw what a dumpster fire that the NFL was with regards to handling these, quote, social issues, right? The ratings are down. They're not going anywhere. The NFL's not going anywhere, okay? But what this is going to be essentially The XFL is going to be the Republican to the NFL's Democrat. I'll say it one more time. The NFL's not going anywhere. The XFL is absolutely not going to take over the... Guys, listen. I'm always going to be an Eagles fan. NFL's not going anywhere. But the XFL at this point has a real chance to take a big enough slice of that pie to be a real threat to the NFL. I'm not going to sit here and give numbers because I'm not a TV or advertising executive, but I'm going to tell you what, man. Vince McMahon is not... Roger Goodell, he's a scared guy because of the media. Vince McMahon ain't afraid. He is not afraid to stare down a fucking woman. He is not afraid to call girls sweetie and honey. He is not afraid to be the sexist son of a bitch, right? Like, the name of the company, I think, is going to be called Alpha Entertainment. He said himself in the conference call, there will be no politics, no social issues, just football. You think Vince McMahon is going to sign off on pink fucking uniforms? Huh? You think Vince McMahon is going to have announcers blathering on and on about domestic violence or player X being suspended because of suspicion of domestic violence? Fuck no. Vince is going to let these boys play ball. He's not going to be into this listen and believe and this hashtag Me Too bullshit. Right? And one of the reporters, a fucking woman reporter, already asked him, well, what do you think about the national anthem protest? So they're already trying to make people uncomfortable with this bullshit. And Vince McMahon stared her down. He says, look, man, they're going to be required to stand for the national anthem. He said I don't even think he made it a requirement. He made it clear that his position was, hey, listen, this is a tradition in American culture, blah, 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 right? He can say whatever he wants because he is not beholden to the media, right? So at the end of the day, it's like this, guys, okay? Sometimes dudes just want to be fucking Neanderthals, man. Like, it's how can I put this? Sometimes guys don't have to be sophisticated all the time. We're men. We want to grunt. We want to scratch our asses. We want to look at pretty girls. We want to talk about tits. We want to be men. Sometimes, well, don't you? Yes, sometimes we want to be apes. Sometimes we want to be Neanderthals. We want to scratch our asses and drink beers and talk about girls. This is what we want to do, right? Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. He says, what's going on? Dude, O'Shea, the XFL is coming back in 2020, my friend. It is unbelievable. The XFL is back. I can't believe it. Right? So, and again, I've got 5 minutes to sort of riff on this stuff. Fly Guy says the backlash has finally arrived for the NFL. I love the free market. Exactly. The XFL is the answer to everything that's wrong with the NFL. The XFL is not taking over the NFL, but I'm telling you what, they're going to occupy after a while a big enough market share. You're going to see, guys. Listen. Guys are going to take sides. If you're an NFL guy, you're for that. And again, I'm not saying that the XFL's taking over the NFL. I'm always going to be an Eagles fan, right? I've been an Eagles fan since I was 11 years old. That's not going anywhere. But it's going to be a political thing. Well, are you an NFL fan or are you an XFL fan? If you're an XFL fan, that means you're not for that feminist bullshit. The XFL is the red pill equivalent of the NFL. That's what this is. None of this infighting, none of this bickering. He said, tweeted this, and female referees and female reporters, well, what do you think about the mess? No, it's not going to be any of that stuff. It's going to be grown fucking men playing grown fucking football for the sake of playing grown fucking football. Now, let's get into the nitty gritty. The wealth of talent that is going to be available to Vince McMahon is going to be unprecedented. Guys, think about this. Think about the players that are possibly going to be available in 2 years. You got bankable superstars. You got Tim Tebow out there who will be, 32 when this starts. You got Colin Kaepernick, who's been blackballed by the NFL. RG3 is going to be 29 years old by the time this thing launches. You might even have old guys like T.O. and Chad Johnson. Listen, somebody mentioned He Hate Me, Rod Smart. This is why people even knew what the XFL was about, because it encouraged guys to be individuals. The NFL this year decided to make an exception and let guys celebrate, but the NFL doesn't like guys expressing individuality. right? Like if you wear a different color, like if you wear socks too high, you get fined. If you mention something, you get fined. Guys like Richard Sherman and what's his name, Michael Bennett, who by the way is a fucking fraud, but he's outspoken. He can't be an outspoken dude in the NFL. Guys like Cam Newton in the NFL, they're told to tamp it down. No, that ain't gonna be the way it is for the XFL, guys. Guys like Rod Smart, he hate me, they're gonna be welcome. Big personalities like, again, Terrell Owens, Chad Johnson, Colin Kaepernick. Listen, if you guys have Poker Daddy says he hate me. Sorry, it's been a while. I remember he hate me, man. I remember he hate me. But check this out. Here is the deal. This is what I'm really excited about. Las Vegas had an XFL football team, right? So now the Raiders are going to be in Las Vegas, I think, starting also in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think. So Las Vegas is definitely going to have an XFL team because they had it last time. That was the very first televised game. I'd never been to Las Vegas when that launched. Of course, you guys know I'm born in Philly. Most of my family lives in Philadelphia, extended family. When the XFL comes back, dude, whatever team is in Las Vegas is going to be my team. What player can you guys think of that embodies the Vegas lifestyle? What player who's only going to be 25 or 26, 27 years old is going to be the perfect bankable star for that city? That's right, guys. Chuck Chillout said it. Johnny Manziel. Listen, Vince McMahon already said that anybody with a DUI is not going to play for the XFL, right? I think that he fell victim to the media. He got a little bit scared, and he said, well, our character is going to be... No. If I know Vince McMahon, he's going to retract that statement. He's going to start making exceptions because if anybody has so much as a DUI, then guess what? Your talent pool shrinks by about 60%. Johnny Manziel is going to play in the league. In 2 years, guys, I'm going to be on the air. You heard it here first. Johnny Manziel is your starting quarterback for the Las Vegas Outlaws. That is my guy. Dude, let's chill out. Michael Vick. That's what I'm saying. All of these ex-NFL guys are going to have an opportunity to play in the XFL. Guys who want to express themselves. Guys who want to get in front of the camera and say, you know what? Fuck feminism. And not have to worry about the drawback because guess what? The audience, right, that Vince McMahon is after is anti-feminism. He's not going to say it out loud, but that's what he's after. He's after us apes. He's after the Neanderthals. He's after guys who we want to scratch our asses. We want to talk about girls out loud. This is what it is, man. This is what it is. The XFL is absolutely coming back. If anybody wants to know anything about the XFL, watch the ESPN 30 for 30. This was the XFL. It is a brilliant recap of what happened. Listen, I lived through it. I was 21 years old when this was all happening. It was unbelievable. Dude, Vince Wilfork, Warren Sapp, I'm telling you, all these guys. Randy, oh my God, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. Calvin Johnson is still young enough. Dude, the dearth of talent that's going to be available to Vince McMahon in 2020 is going to be unprecedented. The world wasn't ready for the XFL back in 1999, 2000, 2001. The world is ready now, right? Vince McMahon is seizing the opportunity to take advantage of this market. He sees that dudes are getting tired of this feminist bullshit. He sees that guys are tired of having to tread carefully about these anthem protests, about domestic violence, and pink uniforms. Vince McMahon is a visionary. And I'm telling you right now, I think, again, the XFL is not going to usurp the NFL. The NFL is king and always will be king. But the XFL is going to occupy enough of that market share to be a pain in the ass to the NFL. And listen, I can say for 100% certainty I am in. Chuck Chillout says Donovan Sharp is a color announcer. Dude, if Vince McMahon gives me a call, I'm in. I'm like, Vince, I'll do it for free, man. Fuck it. TSR live, live at the XFL. That's all I got, guys. Tune in tonight at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 Pacific. Oh, Ray Rice! Oh my God! Oh, you guys are. Oh my God, dude! This is what I'm talking about. Wow, Ray. Can you imagine Ray Rice in the backfield? Oh my God, dude! DeAndre Johnson. Oh, unbelievable. I gotta go, guys. I got somewhere to be in 9 minutes. I'm probably gonna be late. TSR live with Donovan Sharp. I'm going to be live with Kevin Samuels, men's fashion experts. Going to be day 2 out of 3. I will see you guys at 6.